Good morning. I am Alekha Sachidanand. Welcome to another class of communication. Today we are going to talk about operation of television studio. It means how a television studio going to operate, that we are going to discuss about. So for the operations, we must understand what are the key factor, what are the important department we must add in this operational phase. Okay, so for any television studio we must have a general administration department, sales and programming department, production department, news and advertising department. So various operation of television station we can find in different circumstances. As per the need of a television channel, they have to operate. There are so many industry and there are so many television channel. As per their audience, they have to develop their operational strategy, what we are going to talk about. So like any industry, the various department of station work both independently and cooperatively to meet the production goal. So every channel has their own production goal, and to meet that goal they must have a proper operational strategy. In case of television station, in the television station also they have to create content. Okay, they have to produce content, and that product is a program. Product in a television channel, program is the product. It means they have to produce content. In a television channel, they must have different kind of persons or different kind of individual who could manage all this thing. So in case of television station, that product is the programming time that consumed by the public. So the time here is important. We are selling the time, we are selling the space, and the sell the product is advertising time. So we have two different kind of customer. One is our audience, and the person who gives us advertisement or advertising agency or corporate organization. And therefore various department of television station can be categorized according to their task of creating the product. So we can categorize the different department as per the task or responsibility they have. For example, production, advertising, transmissions, selling the product, or managing the event, managing the revenue and the product. So similarly, there are so many different divisions in any television channel that we are going to talk about. First of all, let's discuss about the organizational structure of a television channel. Okay, so these are some of the department of any television channel. There must be general administrations who operate the administrative work, sales and programming department, production department, news department, and advertising department. Uh, Main responsibility of general administration department is general administration operation manage and distribute the revenue resources received from the station sales and advertising time. So this main responsibility of this department is to manage the revenue and how to collect revenue and how to distribute the revenue. That is important. The organization of a television station depends on the size and the amount of work they are doing. Accordingly, there are different departments. General administration operation manage and distribute the revenue received from stations of advertising time. And this includes the operation of various funds, appropriation of available fund is important, and how to gain revenue that must be managed by general administration. For each department, they have to allocate fund as well as billing of supplies and services both interdepartmentally or externally to clients and advertising agency. In short, we can say general administrative functions supports and maintains the operation of entire station. So general administration, they have to run the system in a systematic way, in a managerial way, so that everything will operate smoothly. That is the main objective of a general administration department. Under general administration divisions, there are general manager or station manager or business manager, accountants, secretaries, and other administrative and office staffs also work under this general administration. And these employees serve various duties such as payment of wages and salary, membership fees, and subscriptions for industry information, and license and other government imposed fees, taxes, insurance, legals and auditing fee, contributions of charitable organizations. All these responsibility are associated with the administration department. In addition, maintenance of billing of equipments, utilities, office supplies, computer stations, automobiles, and other administrative services are part of this department. And they also dealing with the supply and also provided by the general administration department. It is not a surprise that when this department consumes 1/3 of total operating expense of stations, although only about 13% of total staff may be the administrations. So there are so many responsibility, so many burden over this department, operational department. They have to handle, they have to manage the revenue, they have to divide the responsibility, they have to manage the fee, tax, insurance, legal issues, they have to provide auditing, they have to do auditing. All these things are responsibility of this department. Then let's discuss about sales department. Okay, sales department is a television stations. In any television station you can find a sales department, and the responsibility for generating the revenue for the station to survive. Without revenue, without money or financial support, no television station could survive. A general sales manager lead a team that is comprises of a national regional sales manager. जनरल सेल्स मैनेजर के अंडर नेशनल लेवल रीजनल लेवल के सेल्स मैनेजर्स होते हैं, and also they have local sales manager, account executives, and at time a traffic manager must they have. In most of the case, the national and regional sales manager will be a license from the outside organization that wins advertising contacts from regional and national advertisers. Local sales manager then it changes with securing advertising accounts with local businesses and organizations. Staff of account executives helps the local sales manager self advertising time to local business employee. They have to deal with different people and business organizations so that they could gain revenue. However, sales people of television must negotiate advertising sales using a rate card, a definite amount of charges they have to charge to the client to broadcast their content. A linking figure between the sales department and the programming department is traffic, which was traditionally fallen under the programming, but is increasingly become an arm of a sales department. So there is a in between department. It means there are another department, that is traffic, which is to operate in between the programming department and sales department. Traffic prepares a daily log which deals to the second every programs and promotional spot commercial that will air each day. So everything is managed by the traffic, means the timing and how much time they have for advertisement, how much time they have for any program, that determined or that managed by the traffic team. And responsibility of these positions including saying a well informed of a new advertising account, ensuring that all sealed commercial are available to on air, monitor the proposed programming schedule for commercial placement. इसका मतलब ये कि जिस समय कमर्शियल लगना है या जिस समय प्रोग्राम जाना है इसके भीतर क्या अंतर रहेगा, क्या कुछ कौन से समय में जाएगा, ये सारा चीज़ें भी वही होना चाहिए. Then another important department of a television channel, that is a programming department. The programming department, main objective of a programming department is to create programs, develop ideas and make it available for the audience. They have to create content, they have to create news, they have to work with the news department, and they have to prepare schedules and that product that audience consume, which in turn allows the sales department to create revenue. So sales department and programming department, they have to work in a proper coordinations, which in turn allow the general administration department to facilitate stations operations. So these three important departments which you have already discussed, general department, then sales department and programming department, these three departments should work in a proper coordination, then only we can success in this industry. The programming department is responsible for filling the entire broadcast day with programs, and is therefore we call it's a challenging job for any television channel. Consequently, this department also works closely with the traffic department in structuring the daily programming schedule. मतलब दिन भर में जितने भी प्रोग्राम्स होंगे, दिन भर में कौन से प्रोग्राम पहले होंगे, नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम कब होगा, ये सारे चीज़ों का मिल के ट्रैफिक के साथ, प्रोग्रामिंग डिपार्टमेंट के साथ दे हैव टू फाइनलाइज द थिंग्स. Programming is second only for general administration in terms of operating expenses. So expenses, in case in the perspective of expenses, we can say programming department is more expensive department. If its station is affiliated with a network, needs almost 25% of total budget of a stations to function. कोई भी टेलीविजन चैनल की जो प्रोग्रामिंग डिपार्टमेंट है उसका जो बजट है 25% अलोकेट किया जाता है प्रोग्रामिंग डिपार्टमेंट को. However, an independent stations may give as much as half of its total operating budget to the acquisition of programs. So प्रोग्राम के लिए 50% बजट एक कंपनी की, टेलीविजन कंपनी की जाता है. प्रोग्रामिंग में कंसिस्ट ऑफ प्रोग्राम डायरेक्टर. So who are the people who work in a programming department? It consists of programming director, and almost all part of television channel they used to work under this department. As a journalist, as a student of mass communication, this department is important for us because we are going to work in this department. So in this department we can find program director, videotape librarian, who used to capture, who used to store the videotapes. Previously we are using videotape to record and store and transmit the visuals, audiovisual signals, but now everything in a digital format. But we can there is a dedicated department. Main operation is to for video, this department, just a minute. Okay. So we are talking about programming department. Okay, right. So इस डिपार्टमेंट में सबसे ज़्यादा काम होते हैं. This is in So here you can find a videotape or librarians. There must be a department, there must be a segment, or there must a dedicated number of people who could manage the audiovisual content, whatever you capture from the from different sources. It could be from your own video journalist or reporter, or from any other sources, ANI or any agency can give us or send us video content for our programs. So there must be a dedicated department for under the programming department who could manage all the contents. So a rating research, there must be a department, there must be a team or a person who must have the responsibility to do research, and this department, this responsibility also coming under the programming department. And acquisition staffs and a continuity standard staff on camera in this department, camera persons must have in this department for use in locally originated content. So program or content can be originated from local sources or local television station or from other part of the country. The program director, helped by acquisitions personnels, may obtain the majority of programming of station from the syndicates and other program suppliers. If a station is affiliated with major television network, then programming will have a luxury of choosing how much programming will be scheduled from the network. In a larger market, or viewership research may be conducted to help the program director to select a programming plan that will attract substantial audience. So this department have a responsibility to do research so that they could know how much people love to or what kind of content they're willing to watch. Accordingly, they have to prepare the plan. Another responsibility of programming beside programming acquisitions is the program creation. प्रोग्राम हम दूसरे सोर्सेज से, दूसरे सेगमेंट, दूसरे लोगों से या टीम से हम प्रोग्राम ले सकते हैं या हमें क्रिएट भी करना पड़ेगा. Many stations produce public affairs program in order to meet their public interest obligations. Programming department usually gives the job of operating and producing these programs. So the responsibility of programming team is to create content for their audience. Therefore, on-cam talents may be employed to create these public affairs programs. In most of the television channel, in news channels specifically, they need on-cam talent. On-cam talent means there are some persons, some talent who could directly talk to camera. They could create content, live content, and for example news bulletin, news discussions, all these are on-cam programs. In addition, this is the responsibility of this department also. In addition, the programming department may also solicited to help the sales department to create an advertisement for a client. Sometime this department, they need to create an advertisement. Basically, some company or organization, they do not have proper mechanism, they do not have proper understanding of how to create content for their company. In this scenario, our programming team, they have to develop advertisement for different clients. In these situations, continuity, standard staff may be written. So in this, another responsibility of this department is to maintain continuity. It means what kind of program they are going to on air, that must be clear, that must be there in the programming department. So basic difference between programming department, news department. News department, they used to dealing with news, but programming department, they create a special program for any kind of television. The continuity, standard staff may write the advertising script, revise the script given to the stations by the client or advertising agency, and review a script against government and station standard and policy. So this department should verify the content, whether it is biased or it is against any government policy, that need to be verified. In case any program must produce a program, the production department is therefore there must be a team of expert. There must be a person who could manage the thing. They could verify the content, whether it is important to on air or not. That should be decided by this department. Then next department is production department, which is part of a programming department, but okay, then we are going to talk about production department. Okay, production department work closely with the programming department, news and engineering and sales divisions. Its role and responsibility is to produce the various programs, be they news package, newscast, public affair programs, station promotion spot, client commercials and other productions that a station may require. So these are the content need to be produced by the production team. Let me repeat all these kind of or genres of programs: newscast, public affair program, station promotion sport, client commercials and other productions that a station may need to be produced by the production team. Because of its close relationship with other department, much of the production department costs are absorbed into other departments. As a result, it is difficult to say how much production really costs a stations. Although production is in conjunction with programming take approximately 31% of total budget, and production in conjunction with the news takes approximately 12% of the total budget. Production usually consists of a production manager, production producer, director, studio and remote crew. So these are the people need to work under production team. What are they? They are production manager, producer, director, studio and remote crew. Studio crew operate the camera and audio board, video tape recorder or digital recorder, whatever available for a television channel. Teleprompter, it's equipment which help anchor to read the script. Video switcher, there is a huge equipment which could switch video comes from different sources. Computer or character generator. Sometimes we may not have proper visuals. In that situations, we have to take the help of graphics, and here we need the help of character generator. Any other equipments need to complete the in-house production that must be part of this production team. In contrast, the remote crew operate the ENG. There must be a team of experts who could deals with ENG, electronic news gathering. You may know about it. This is a equipment which have all the capability like a television studio, who could create content outside your studio and directly beam to your television station. There must be another and electronic field production, also we call it EFP, and where camera and other equipments to produce program and package outside the television studio. So ENG or EFP, they used to produce program outside a studio. Once footage is obtained, editor edits the program together and insert any computer graphic and studio track unit, then to produce a satisfactory for produce a content. Then the program may be given to the program department to review and schedule, and then the traffic manager to enter into the daily log. In case of news, program are pre-scheduled and the production is completely by live broadcast. In case of any production, engineering crew monitors the equipments and ultimately transmission of program. So this is the sequence of any program. First of all, we have to collect visuals and audio or any script from different sources. Then program manager, they have to finalize the content. Production team, they have to produce, or then we have to put it in daily log, in which time we are going to honor, that must be decided, and finally we have to do live streaming. Then another important department is news department. So news department is primarily responsible for creating news programming such as newscast and news interview. This type of content, they need to be produced. Okay. The news department is headed by news director, who oversee all the news operation and produce the final program. Assignment editor coordinate with the news director and assign story to available report. So there must be an assignment editor who have to assign tasks to each and every reporter as per the schedule or planning department made. Copy editor may also be employed to available review and edit the written story. There must be a post in the television channel. We all know name of that post is copy editor. Copy editor may also be employed to review and edit the written story. We may receive number of story from different reporter, and that report must be reviewed by copy editor, so that we could edit, we could rectify any error or any imbalance story if it is there, or if it is against any policy or editorial policy of a television channel. We could rectify any mistake in a report, that we can change accordingly. And videotape editor may be employed to edit footage together. So videotape editor and copy editor, they have to work side by side. The remaining staff may consist of news anchor, reporters, sports anchor, reporters, and meteorologist. Naturally, news must work closely with both the production and engineering department. So we are in a digital age where we try to take the help of advanced technology. So definitely engineering department or technical staff, support of a technical staff is essential for a news department. In small station, videographers from production team will accompany reporters with gathering stories in the field, and the production department editors will put this package together. Similarly, engineering will be present during the studio recording, live studio broadcasting at the time, and field to ensure that all the equipment is calibrated correctly, all the equipment should be used correctly, and that so that transmission of the signal of broadcast quality could be maintained. So although not as costly as a average programming department, news can command as much as 20% of budget of a station. So news production department, they need around 20% of a station budget of a stations. In fact, news personnel in a medium-sized market may comprise almost one-fourth of total staff of a stations, as well as consuming a genuine amount of resources such as videotape, office material, power. Of these reasons, perhaps many independent stations choose not to produce many newscasts, which can cut its expenditures down to around 5% of total budget. So production of news is expensive in comparison of any other programs which are just like entertainment program or any television program which not 24 into not for 24 into 7 news bulletin, because we need reporter of the we have to update the information. So we need a huge number of staff or reporters to maintain the need of our audience. The irony is these situations, however, is that many television stations are able to see more advertising because their station produce news and making news a profit center for its stations. But there is a interest, always there is a need for news, or there is a demand for news. So in most of the television channel nowadays they broadcast news content for their audience. So for today we have we have limited time, so therefore we could conclude here. The next class will continue the discussions. We will discuss about some other departments of radio and television channel. They are like this production. They are in the next class we are going to talk about production, advertising and engineering department. Who are the people who are working in this department we are going to talk about. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.